Hello guys, this is Amosdoll Music, and in today's lesson I'm going to teach you how to play this very popular and very catchy kind of song by Lil Uzi Vert called EXO Tour. Here we go. Okay, so give you a preview of what you can learn in today's lesson. Check it out. It goes something like this. And loops. Etc. Alright, let's get started, okay? So, in today's lesson, I'll be teaching you how to play this motive. First of all, I'm going to teach you how to play the block chord version first. Then afterwards, I'll tell you how to do that pattern that I was doing for the left hand, because that pattern is actually harder for people who are just starting the piano. So anyway, here we go. Alright, so, it goes like this. Alright, let me see. Let's break it up into 4 parts. Okay, so the first part is really simple. What you do for the right hand, it goes, okay, starting on G here. So middle C is here, alright? We go up to this G. It goes G, up to B, up to F sharp, and then after that you reverse that 3-note pattern back down to F sharp, B, G, like that. Yeah, so basically like this. Okay, so it goes G, B, F sharp, B, G. Okay, keep in mind this pattern is actually in every single part for the right hand, but it's just for like sometimes for different notes and stuff. But anyway, it's always doing that. So it goes up G, B, F sharp, and then back down like that. Okay, yeah, make sure you do that. So 1, 2, like that. Okay, so remember, get that for the right hand, it will be all good. Okay, so that's the right hand. Left hand, okay, well, first of all, let's just do the block chord first, and I'll tell you the pattern at the end. The chord here, it's a 4-note chord, is G major 7, which is G, B, D, F sharp. Alright, so with this G major 7 chord in mind, so just remember these notes. If you don't know the chord name, doesn't matter, just remember these notes, okay? The 2 hands together for this first part goes like this. So it goes the first G and the G major 7 chord together, so basically just the first note on the right hand is played with the chord together like this. Together, like that. Simple, okay? So 1, 2, like that. Okay, yeah. Okay, or if you want to break it up into 4s, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, I guess that's easier because on the second count you actually hold the third note of every single third note of the 3-note motive for a bit longer than usual. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, so like that. All right. So that's the first part. Once you get the first part, the second part is actually pretty much exactly the same as the first part, but the only difference is the left hand chord this time, but the right hand is exactly the same. The left hand chord, instead of doing G major 7, the chord, this time it changes to like the G major plus the 6, which is G, B, D, E. Okay, so this is the chord instead for the second part, but the right hand is exactly the same as G, B, F sharp, B, G, like that. Okay, so same placement. The second part really similar to the first part, just play it with the chord on the first note on the right hand. So it's like this, together, like that. And that's the second part. One more time for the second part, just goes like this with this G major plus the 6, this chord. So it goes like that. Same rhythm and everything. Okay, so yeah, that's the second part. So far, the 2 parts we've learned so far will be played back to back like this. Check it out. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, like that. Okay, so yeah, pretty simple. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Okay, moving on. The third part continues like this. Okay, the third part changes. Right hand, it goes 3-note pattern here. It goes B, D, F sharp, and then back down. The same pattern, you know how I remember it reverses. F sharp, D, B, like that. So that's the right hand for the second part. So one more time for this right hand. So this third part, it goes B, D, F sharp, D, B. That's the pattern, okay? So that's the right hand for the third part. Once you get that for the right hand there, the left hand, we have one chord here. The chord is B minor, which is B, D, F sharp, which is a 3-note chord, all right? So with that B minor in mind, the 2 hands together goes like this. It's this exact same like kind of like rhythmic pattern where you play it on the first note of the right hand, the chord, okay? So it goes together, like that. That's the third part. One more time for the third part. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay. So yes, that is the third part. So back to back, the 3 parts that I've learned so far would play like this. Check it out. Sounds something like this. Like that. Okay. Okay, now moving on to the fourth and last part of this section of this. Now, the right hand, okay, it changes pattern again, but it's still the same kind of like concept, whereas goes up and then goes back down, okay? So it goes C sharp, E up to A, and then reverse it again, A, E, C sharp. So similar pattern, whereas 3 notes going up, 3 notes going back down, the same 3 notes, okay? So one more time, so it goes C sharp, E, A, E, C sharp, like that. Okay, and then the left hand for this fourth part, it's A major chord, which is A, C sharp, E. Okay, so with that A major chord in mind, same rhythmic like placement goes for this, where the first note on right hand with the left hand chord once again, so it's together like that. One more time, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Simple. Okay, so that's the fourth part. Okay, so back to back, the 4 parts of this whole motive just goes like this. Goes, okay, check it out. And then repeat it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So what you want to do is get up to that speed very comfortably and always very smoothly. So none of this like none of this messy stuff when it's fast. Just still has to be very like clean and articulate. So very controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Etc. like that. So counting the rhythm very securely like that. Once you get the block chord version like that, now I'm going to teach you for the left hand pattern what you want to do for the, okay, so the kind of like, it's this other sub melody. Well, it's a kind of like inter melody thing happening there. Well, it's not really melody, it's like this other motive that's happened in between. So it's as if you're playing with a third hand, where like, okay, the middle melody is like, it goes like F sharp, E, E, F sharp, E. You can hear it in the background like that. It's like dun, 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 dun. You can hear it throughout the whole way, but since we don't have a third hand, we would do it with the left hand, and there's an easy pattern to recognize this. So what you do, okay, so for every single chord, right, you play the block chord first, and then on the top note, you repeat it, but you play it 1 octave high, just the top note, like that. Like that. So we have the F sharp and F sharp motive there, and then same thing for the next chord, where it is the G major 6, right? With the E here, you play an octave here. Yeah, and then the B minor, same thing. F sharp here, an octave above, and then back down to A major, and an E, and an octave above, like that. So it's always like dun 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 dun. Okay, for that's third kind of like voicing. Okay, so yeah, it goes like this. So for all the chords, just remember. Okay, so that jump, it is hard for beginners, but once you get the normal chord and melody version right, then do this, and it will be, I guess, maybe a challenge, or like maybe you can get it straight away, but it's pretty awesome. Just goes like this. So back to back, for every F sharp, you just play it on the first note of the second phrase going down the first note. Like, you know how it's always divided into 3 notes, and yeah, you just play it on the first note like this. Like that. Like another kind of like inter melody in between, okay? Yeah, so you want to get this smooth as well. So I know the jump can be hard for some people, like to make it very smooth, but yeah, you just want to count that in your head, the rhythm as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Whoops, I stuffed it up already. I can't like, count and play at the same time. Count in your head, that's what I meant, okay? But sometimes, yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of just train your mind to kind of look at the third melody, whereas dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's something for you to practice as well. Use the thumb. Go from octave to octave, because that's what like essentially what you're doing. That's essentially what the thumb is doing. So dun 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 dun. Practice the jumps like that. Okay, and make it accurate. Okay, so some people when they start off, it will be like hitting the wrong notes and stuff like that, because the black note is smaller than the other white notes. So yeah, just want to practice those jumps. And then once you get it. etc. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you can't get that, remember, just stick with the block chord and melody, because that's how it is. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's still based on what I just taught in the start. But yeah, that's just for people who want to just like try that out, the jumps and the extra kind of like hand technique there. But anyway, as for now, yeah, hope you enjoyed this lesson. Go ahead and enjoy my other piano tutorials like these and covers on my channel. I have over 2,000 of them on my channel. I think it's like 2,400 now. Like, yeah, eventually it'll be like 3,000. But anyway, as for now, enjoy your time on my channel, and for now, see you next time. I'm glad you made it to the end of my video. Now you can visit my website to learn how to play this or any song you want through my methods explained through books and courses, or just get me to make a full song video lesson or sheet music transcription on any song you want using my customized services. As for now, enjoy your time on my channel, subscribe, and see you next time.